Live.
Peace, peace, peace. Y'all know what it is. Yo, it's the God Lakheem. Insight from the Godz. Reconnecting.
Hey, y'all, in the building is Insight from the Godz. Hey, live.
You all know what it is. It's the God Lakheem. Insight from the Godz. You know what I mean? Got our special guest tonight, Brother Larry High. You know what I'm saying? Our topic at hand is from pain to purpose. And we'll let the God knowledge build on that from this point on.
Indeed. Good evening on a good windy day in the fall. You know, fall, everything dies. Everything ready to start the rebirth. But before we get into that, we want to talk about pain to purpose, because it's almost like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It's almost going from something that seemed like it was once dead to have a revitalization of life, to be re-inspired, and to be able to have opportunity to come out here in society, man, and make transitions and make movements with a little bit of limited information. And it's like sometimes we get out here and we feel like we can't do it, and because we don't have the information, we might have been missing all those years, so we feel like, damn, we had a disadvantage. But when we dig down inside and we turn our pain into our purpose, we just make our pain magnify on the outside so that people can see what we've been through and see what they should be grateful for having. And it's like, since we went through the fire, it gives us an opportunity to express what they don't have to go through and turn it into a good thing. And that's what this conversation is going to be about.
No doubt, Kev. No doubt. So before we pass the mic to the good brother, we're going to go ahead and let his dome piece and his brain cells warm up to give his portion to the world. I just want to let everybody know, man, that all three of us done walked through some of the dangerous prisons in the state of Maryland together, man. And we definitely done been through the fire. You know what I mean? So we talking about that fire that transforms life, man, and make you walk through it and come out a different person, a different being, a more mature individual. You know what I'm saying? One that is fortified and purified by that fire, that pain. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't take. A lot of people burn in that fire. They don't use it to be purified, but we just not one of them. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm going to let Brother Larry High go ahead and introduce himself to the world and what he got to offer the youth and everybody else.
I can speak to this right
Yes, that would be wise, brother.
How everybody doing today or doing tonight? My name Larry High. What you want me to give them a breakdown about myself?
Yes, sir, brother. Just
I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about myself. My name Larry High. I'm from West Baltimore. The whole West Baltimore area, but I've been everywhere. And I went to prison when I was 25, and I came out 45. I did a lot of time, and I can't say nothing was good about it. The only thing that I can say is that, like my brother Wood said, like you come from the fire, and then you come to what? Fruition. And it's all about the pain that you go through, that you have to endure, dealing with all that stuff, being in prison, to be back out here free. I just like to say I thank God. I thank the rest of my family members who are still left, because I lost a lot of family members since I've been gone. And since I've been home, I've been to about like 7 firm rules, about like 8 weeks, like a whole bunch of firm rule stuff, right? And I had to endure all that stuff and going through the pain and there to come out here and think, yeah, I'm free, it's gonna be all fun and happy. I had to come out here and still had to endure the pain being out here. But going through the pain, I done learned that as long as you like put God first, take care of your family, keep a positive state of mind, stay focused on what you have to do in life, education, religion, whatever you into, whatever's that's gonna give you peace with God, then you gotta like stay on that straight path. And that's what I've been on. So I'm gonna talk about my path. I'm gonna talk about like what I have in store for myself, like for the future. I wrote a book while I was in prison. We're gonna talk about that. And I'm out here working with the peace team, doing everything I have to do for my community, for my brothers and sisters, and for the children. And I'm just gonna give you all positive insight on the stuff that I've been going through since I've been out here. Yeah, from the fire. But I'm gonna say it's the water, because I'm washed off, I'm clean now. And I'm gonna talk about all peace.
That's what's up. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
I think I definitely respect the brother energy, you know what I'm saying? Brother definitely being cautious in his delivery and his flow, right? You know what I'm saying? When he loosened up though, y'all would get the Larry High that we used to getting, the loud and man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know what I mean? But I just want to say this. I had said a few days ago, I had put on my social media, and I gave a salute to all of the brothers who had did a stretch and all the women who had did a stretch. And I was kind of celebrating and commending them and giving us our own salute for like enduring and being a living pyramid, being that symbol that can endure, weather the storm. The character of certain men and certain women have a standout energy, and that energy is they have been through it, but they are still here. They have walked through the fire, they have been through the storm, they have faced challenge after challenge, but they have not broken. They have not given up, they have not lost resilience, they have not lost their tenacity. And that is the type of people that this world and this society and these communities need today. We need our army to be loaded with these kind of soldiers and these kind of warriors. And this is what me and Brother Knowledge is advocating constantly and consistently. And this is the life and the light that we breathe into the youth. This is how we empower them. We give back not only through words, but we give back through the gift of giving them a talent, of educating and enlightening them and instructing them on how to move in real life situations. And I'm gonna let Brother Knowledge explain further what we have to give, and then Larry High will finish building as we proceed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that was a good build, man, because that's definitely our aim, whether we realize it or not. I always implement chess strategies and chess ideas into all my concepts, because whether you participate willingly or unwillingly, we all make decisions based around our logic and our circumstances that we're in. So if we can have an opportunity to give them the scenarios beforehand, before actually being in them, then they give them a chance to see what they would do. So if they ever found themselves in them situations, it's almost like they've been through it already. We already went through it. So when we do those exercises and things we do with the youth and the conversations we have, it all stimulates thought. It demonstrates real life experiences and stuff we've been through. We've been through a whole lot of stuff, so we have a lot of stuff to share, a lot of experiences. It's like we already been through those examples, like, you know, so it's like we really been through it. I remember when I was coming up and, you know, we might get in trouble or whatever, and they would always send the elders to talk to us. It had always been somebody that didn't walk in our walk. So we never really listened. So now I be looking at the kids now, there's a difference because we've been there. We're the ones that really been through it. So it's a different kind of wave. It's a different vibration because collectively we all doing it at the same time and all across the city. So it's like big shout out, salute to all the brothers that's really sincere and pushing and doing it the way they see fit. You know, each community got a different way of attacking these problems, man, and I salute everybody for whatever way they assist in any measure. I just don't condone the ones that stand on the sideline and critique it. And you know, so our battle be against them kind of people that never add energy to the movement, and always being like a spiritual vampire and just extracting energy and positive forces from that movement. So, you know, we pushing that kind of energy, we pushing that kind of information because it's serious. It's like our pain. You're supposed to get paid and profit from your pain. You know what I mean? I think Lord Durk had a song, "Profit from Pain" or something like that. And that's so real, because it's like you supposed to benefit from your pain. They got out of us from what we've been through, what we call pain. They got out of us. They benefited off of that. So now it's our time to capitalize so that our stay wasn't in vain. So it's like when we go in there, we did those years, we got something out of there. Whatever we got and whatever we tapped into when we was in it, we should be able to take that and come out here and turn it into something. And I see all the brothers really doing it in their own way. You know what I mean? So that's what I advocate. That's what I push. I'm always with that. This is my man Larry High.
Free little dirt.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. That's right. This my man High, Larry High. We go way back from Project, Murphy Home, Lexington Terrace.
All that.
You know what I mean? Middle school, everything.
that.
So
Yes,
like
sir.
this real fam here. So even like in the joint, you know, just to connect with real energy, real attract real. You know, it go without saying. You don't have to explain it or nothing. It just is what it is, and just look at now. It's a reflection of manhood. It's a reflection of character. Because real men link up, fake niggas wiggle. You know, you gonna see something that you'll never see.
Alright, don't.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let them wibble.
Yeah, let them wiggle. They wiggle right together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Alright, so I want to speak on something. I got one topic I want to speak on, like, far as like the direction the city going in, right?
Mm.
Like I work at a high school and I see all these little kids, like boys and girls, right? And I advocated like to one of the I think it was an assistant or something that worked in the school. I was like, what y'all got going on in the schools to help these kids, except for putting police and people out there to like break up the fights and all that. And one thing I say, I had went into the school, I ain't gonna say what school it is, I wasn't working there, but I walked in the school, there was drug paraphernalia like all in the bathroom. So what I was saying to myself is, how can you expect these kids to get right when they already drug addicts? They even turned the kids into like young drug addicts. Like they in these schools, they getting more higher in the schools and they getting on the streets. And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. They throwing up, they falling out. I gotta pick them up, I gotta like talk to them like it's pills all on the ground. Like I'm talking about all types of like stuff that kids ain't supposed to be doing. It's all in the schools. So I sat back and I seen something on Instagram where as though they put like the school bus and the jail bus, and they put like the penitentiary and they put like the school. They had like, they had all that stuff. It's like
Conditioning.
yeah, it's like they condition these little kids to get ready for prison. And it's sad. Like somebody like, if you want to help the kids within the schools first. Don't work outside the school, work inside the school. Get them some type of help, some type of like drug, like rehabilitation or some type of mental health or something inside the schools before you start worrying about what they doing outside the school. Because when they inside the school, they getting high, they doing all the stuff. By the time they get out, they already confused. They mind already spinning. By the time they get out, they fighting, all that type stuff. But it wouldn't have happened if they would have like went inside the school and got them right before they came out. They not doing right inside the schools, and I'm gonna say that's a fact. They not doing nothing for these kids inside the schools except trying to make sure that they butts in the seats, and that's it. So they can get whatever they want.
Yeah, they need personal development courses in
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
They don't have nothing. It ain't been revised. They got the same redundant curriculum. You know, it's not updated. You know what I'm saying? And then when somebody, a real person, go and speak out about it, we get mad and we go defend the ignorant shit and we keep protecting it because we don't want nobody to expose our bullshit.
Right.
You know, so it's like what we want. We want to stay ignorant and stupid and just cry victim. You know, I can go off. I ain't gonna go off on my shit, but that shit piss me off. Because it's like the education system suck, man. And it's like the kids suffering, and it really started in the household. You know, before they even get to the school system, so we can't blame them.
That part.
We gotta blame them poor ass parents.
Yeah.
They always talk about deadbeat dads, but there's a lot of deadbeat ass mothers. You know
Yes,
what I
it
mean?
is.
That affect them kids that nobody never want to really talk about. You know what I mean? So that's just the realest part about it. You know
Speaking
what I mean?
on the deadbeat mothers, not to cut you off, but I'm at the school and there's this little girl. She come to school and she getting picked on. Her mother come up to school. She acting more rambunctious than her child. My daughter trying to tell her mother, "Ma, stop, stop, stop." The mother like, "I fight all y'all." I'm sitting back like, you the mother.
Right.
Your daughter trying to tell you to stop. You might be mad because your daughter said somebody might have threatened her or done something to her. But why is you pulling up, acting more like violent?
Right.
And your daughter, man,
She gotta be calm.
dang, she gotta be the calm. Like they done flipped it. It's more like the kids, the mothers, and the parents, y'all the kids, and that's just facts.
That's real.
And I don't care if you get mad.
That's real
Dad,
stuff. They too busy
Dad
trying to
want
be
to pull
cool
up
with
like
the
every
kids.
now and then, buy a pair of tennis shoes. You ain't spending no time. Yeah, your job ain't nothing but 7, 8 hours. When you get off, go on and get your kids. Yeah, take them get something to eat.
Don't
Yeah,
just
spend
give
some
them the
time.
phone. You
Yeah.
just want to give them the phone and the
Yeah.
game, and that's it.
That's it.
Nah, take that shit and make them learn something.
Spend some time with your kids,
Yeah.
bro.
No
I don't care like what y'all doing. Take time out your day. If you can text, be all on your phone when you sitting on the toilet and all that for like an hour,
Please
try
and
like
thank you.
do whatever you doing. Spend some time with your kids for an hour.
Yeah.
And you wonder why your kids acting out. They ain't getting no parental supervision.
That's right.
They ain't getting none of that at all.
We just when you finish.
Absentee parents, step up.
That's right.
Real quick over on Instagram. Hey Tay, watching us from Vegas. We appreciate you. Tay said there is no profit in the career. The prisons and the courts make too much money to invest in the children first. I just told him I agree with that, but I also definitely agree when Larry said the issue starts at home.
Yes, no.
It's too many households where the household, y'all know how I talk, so I'm not even gonna be cute because it's company here. The household is fucking raggedy.
Yeah.
These bitches is raggedy. Y'all chase these dudes, and then the dudes come through. They might smash. They might stay. They might. Y'all got steak one day, but noodles the next. Y'all give y'all kids no reason to come to school and feel good about themselves. I work in the school system and in mental health, so I see it on both ends. Y'all running these kids ragged and they idiotic. Parents come up to school, they louder than the children.
Yeah.
Don't put your hand on my child. Miss, I picked her up because she fell. You didn't see she busted her nose. Oh, I ain't see that. Now you stupid.
Right.
Like, it's cautiously, like continuously. Bull crap.
Yeah.
And it's tough. And I commend Wood and Live all the time for their groups because I go my own stuff. It actually helps me because it's not easy to talk to an adult these days. Because you probably can get through to the children easier than the adults.
Right.
Like I told you, the girl push up on me at work to call you to get you to talk to her kid. Like, it's the parents. The parents are a horrible example of what they should be right now.
Yeah, I think I go through that a lot with a lot of my nephews and a lot of young kids that come to me. The people want to bring them to me after they have messed them up.
Right.
Then expect me to have the miracle pill to fix them overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I explained this before, it's a difference. Raising a child means you're raising them up by steps and degrees into adolescence, into early manhood or womanhood. But if you don't have the ability to raise something to bring it higher, all you have the ability to do is tell it what you've been told or put in it what's been put in you. And a lot of times that was something empty. And some of the parents are empty vessels. And so the child go out into society seeking to get filled by outside forces that are really blind, deaf, and dumb. And so when you meet the parents, it's like, damn, I see why the child like that. Cause and effect. They are the effect of a cause, and the cause happens at home. And then when you spoil them, nobody wants anything that's spoiled. We like to use that terminology, oh, they so spoiled, but nobody wants spoiled food. Nobody wants spoiled fruit. We throw it away. We discard it.
Right.
So if you have a child that is spoiled, nobody wants to deal with that. And so you have to understand that you are responsible for what you create. Once you shirk or give up that responsibility for what you have created, now you're leaving it out there to be transformed into a monster. And that happened to a lot of us. A lot of us, we come up in housing projects. We come up in areas where the people that poured into us were criminals. They were killers. They were hustlers. And even though we got a certain ingredient in the house, outside still fed us to a point. And so when we made these mistakes, we were wise enough. Once we made these mistakes, once we went to prison, once we got the stretch, like, damn, I gotta transform this my lifestyle. And I think one of the benefits of me and Brother Knowledge is that we're one of those few brothers who had knowledge of self at an early age. And a lot of our peers, we became the leaders amongst them. You know what I'm saying? And this is rare, especially in our neighborhoods. And Larry High can bear witness. I probably brought the whole 5% concept to be more, me and the other few guys. I think Universe from the We Rock crew, all of us were God Body way back in the 80s. Where dudes thought I was just saying a bunch of funny language and like, what the f is he talking? You know what I'm saying? Me and Larry High slept in the dorm together in C dorm, one of the wildest dorms in the cut.
What?
When he was wilding and nobody could control him, I used to go up to him and be like, come on, God, what you doing?
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you calling the man a dog, he ain't a dog, he a God.
Yeah,
Come on, let me
told me all
You know what I'm saying? And he looking at me like, man, come on with this bullshit. I'm trying to get over here and get this shit in my way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the respect was there because I always gave him respect.
Right.
I always acknowledged him as a man, and I knew him before prison because we all come up in that same area in that projects. You know what I'm saying? And the people and the circumstances that molded us, again, the pain into purpose. It turned us into something because we went through so much so young. And we had to take something from that. We had to extract the medicine from the poison and be like, damn, we looked around at these guys jailing with us and these guys in the community. Some of them are long gone and dead, and it's like, damn, we still here. And since we're still here, let me live my life purpose out. Let me share with the people the gifts that I have acquired. In a lot of times, definitely kept it ratchet and hood. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the whole
and women love that. They're like, that's what I'm talking about.
Lesson.
Right on live.
the whole blessing of our experience is like, damn, we went through that, so y'all would not have to. If you seen we fucked our life up, why would you try to do what we done? And think you're going to get a different result. You'd have seen us go to prison for 20, 30, 40 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you didn't see anything conducive come out of that but federal investigations, RICO acts, conspiracy charges. And then we all was lifers or had 40, 70, 80 years, time that we had to fight the court system to get back. But in that pain, in that struggling to learn law, in that struggling to find out, is my lawyer just taking my money or is he really helping me?
Right.
This is forcing us indirectly to have to study.
Yeah.
No, we gotta go to the law library. I ain't hanging out with you niggas in the dorm all day.
Yeah.
I gotta go up this library, get this case, compare this
headaches
case with that case. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers standing up
work headaches.
late nights.
1, 2 o'clock in the
Right.
morning.
Got our glasses on, looking over.
With the Lord, you got body Lord life from the white dude who make it so when you look at it, you don't want to distract yourself, buddy. Yeah.
That part, yeah.
Trying to overturn a case, and we're not lawyers.
Right.
But that pain gave us a purpose to try to get out, and a lot of us succeeded because a lot of us made it out of prison without hunger. And this is no slap in the face to anybody who needed hunger or who hunger helped.
Yeah, no shade to them.
Right, but a lot of us, we had to study and get our shit overthrown. And it is a slight difference between a mass releasing because of jury instructions. We had to literally find a loophole in them cases, and then that's a different struggle that gave us like a different tenacity. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, our message remains the same. How the fuck can we come out here and surpass a lot of dudes that have been out here for years? What is it?
They ain't been bluffing. They ain't been game.
Facts.
About their families,
right.
about their kids, about their women, about their families. It's all about self out here for real. Self-preservation. You got a lot of people out here, all they want to do is try to get what they can get, but they ain't trying to give nothing. Everybody already know universal love. You
Right.
can only receive if you give.
That's
If
right.
you're not giving, it's 360 degrees. If you're
Reciprocity.
not giving, ain't nothing gonna come back.
That's right. Reciprocal.
You know when you was little and you jumped on that little thing and it spun around on the playground and you jump up, try to put your friend on. Your friend can't get on if you don't stop and put them on.
Mhm.
And
You gotta
keep
slow
it
it
spinning.
down.
Yeah, you gotta
Mhm.
slow it down.
Definitely. That's how it is in life. Sometimes we moving at the speed of light. We got to slow down and pick other brothers up and put them on the path. But
Yes,
while we
sir.
in the middle, man, of celebrating, man, turning pain into purpose, I want to
Yes,
give a
sir.
shout out, man, to my brother Conrad Muhammad for making it out of prison, man. He a lifer.
Yeah.
Want to definitely give him his props. You know what I'm saying,
man,
brother
his
Conrad.
flowers.
It's a lot of
brother.
brothers, you know what I'm saying, come out of prison, man, and they hit the ground running, man. They not playing no games. You know what I mean? The fire in them. I even got to give EB a shout out, man, because he put that
Shout
peace
out
team
EB,
together.
man.
Yeah.
And all the
Shout
guys
out
that come
EB,
home, man, he
Good
makes
brother,
sure
man.
they get jobs. I have
Yes, sir.
brought people
Solid.
to him, and he is like, live, he need a job, I got him. You know what I'm saying? And that speaks volumes, because a lot of people need to know how to earn a honest living. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us never had a job in our life before
No,
prison.
never had
A
one.
lot of us thought we was gonna sell dope and bust our gun until we was 109. You know what I'm saying? We had no idea what we was gonna actually be. And then, like I say, that transformation took place. And brother Knowledge, he can attest to that, because we both are living results of that. You know what I'm saying? Coming up and going through what we went through. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to him and let the guard
Yes,
rock
sir.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
nah,
Talk,
it
bud.
just take me
Nah,
back,
get to that
man.
stuff,
Just,
Talk,
nah,
bud.
dude, just take me back to just being in that law library, man. Just already having your sentence, but you know you looking for something, but you know it's tough to explain, because you don't lose hope, but you know you're not a lawyer.
Right.
You know you're not gonna just find anything. So you looking at your case, hoping that there's something in there that might be wrong, right? Because we had already told ourselves it wasn't
Find
us
your
from the
loophole.
get-go,
Right.
right? So you'll tell yourself that shit so much you believe it ain't you. So you don't. So when you looking up the case, you just looking for anything that look like it can make you sleep at night.
Yeah.
For a minute. You know, it's hard sleeping at night.
Yeah.
I
You
can
know, 'cause it's
imagine.
like, damn, every time somebody crack a joke and you laugh, then reality kick in 2 seconds later and that smile disappears.
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, you ain't nothing funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's just that pain you gotta live with every day. You gotta figure a reason to smile every day you get up. Every day you go into the microwave. Somebody might have just tried to get a light by putting a lead in there with the toilet paper and blew the whole microwave up. And you was trying to eat. You was next in the microwave.
Damn.
Now you want to fuck this nigga up. Now you gotta
What?
really think.
Right.
Like, damn, is it worth going to lock up over this microwave? But this nigga know I was next.
Right.
Now your ego, if you ain't sure who you are, it'll tell you that he knew you was next,
Yeah.
and he tried to bitch you.
So now I got
That's what your false sense of self will tell you.
Right.
Now,
Put
if
your
you
focus
don't
on
have
it.
control of who you
Yeah,
are, you'll
that's
do
right.
something to and you'll justify with yourself like, nah, that nigga, you know, no matter how dumb it come out to be, and how much people tell you how dumb it was, you'll still tell yourself that that it was just the principle, because the nigga did that to be smart. Now you'll start adding shit to it just to feel validated over bullshit. This is how we force fucked up behavior on our own selves, because we start seasoning our development with lies, and our character become tainted off of bullshit.
Right.
So then if you got fake niggas around
Justifying
you and
it.
fake friends around you, they encouraging
Yeah, force
bullshit.
the lie.
So now you think you real, but really you a bullshit ass nigga.
Right.
Worse, even worse, because it's even more bullshit.
You a manufactured bullshit
You
motherfucker.
done got caught in the web,
Because
man.
you don't know who you are. And you
Right.
became what you
Right.
know, that's why
Right.
accountability is so important.
Facts.
Because you self-check yourself. And it's like, oh damn, I'm glad you said that. My breath stink. Thank you. Don't let me go around people and they talk about me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me know.
Let
you
me
know what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, and we call that friendship because they don't say nothing. 'Cause we want
Right.
to protect their feelings, but that's what we taught as a friend.
Right.
But really, that's what enemies do.
Right.
They don't let you know
Let
what's
you
good
look
for you.
embarrassed. You
Yeah,
embarrassed.
they don't. That's enemy
Everybody see your
behavior.
dumb ass. We
So
smell you.
this
You
is why
stink.
we misappropriate friendship so much. because it's based on what we've been through. We've been through pain. We met him under these painful conditions, and we try to take that into another part of our lives.
It's a comment
sometimes,
that just came
and it
up
might
on-
don't match that frequency.
I'm gonna tell you, your breath stink though.
Yeah, you
This
supposed
shit
to.
stink around me. I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell
you
you.
supposed
And if I
to.
got some gum, I'm gonna give it to you.
That's right.
We'll
Don't
slide
let
you
them
this.
be like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
No
So we
doubt.
gotta respect the real shit, and we don't like that. We get sensitive. We get offended, and then wonder why people shut down. That's the same way in relationships. A motherfucker might be real on a situation, and then you get punished for being real. What is gonna encourage me to do that shit again?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta have some compromise for the truth.
Yeah.
It's like it's no reward for the truth,
Right.
but it's consequences.
It's so
for the
unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so unfortunate.
Nobody cheers for the truth, but everybody want it.
What? Yeah.
They want my
They
truth, but at the
want it,
same
but
time they like, we don't
Right.
want to be
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
remember,
fuck
remember,
y'all, you
remember
know?
the dude in the movie said, you can't handle the truth.
That part, that part.
Yeah.
You want it, but you
can't
can't
handle
handle
it.
it.
Right. And it's like you gotta be careful what you ask for. It's
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm gonna give it to you. Can you handle it?
Can you handle
know what I
it?
mean?
They custom the lies out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, you look good, this, that, and the third. Somebody might just be saying that just so they can get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, you slick, boy. You not slick for real.
Yeah.
You stand in front of the whole gas station with a backpack. You ain't even making 50 hours a day.
Right.
And if somebody walk by you, a grown man getting off work to go in there, and he looking clean or whatever, like, you want to do something to him, yeah, what you doing, man? Like, why you looking at me like that? Man, this man trying to pay for his gas.
Right.
I was at the gas station the other day, right? I seen two little dudes, right? Walk past this girl, right? And like blatantly like grab her, like you know what I mean? Like grabbing on.
Yeah.
And she like get up on me, right? I walked over there like, what y'all doing, bro? They was like, man, what you doing? I was like, man, this little sister over here, mind up business, waiting on the bus stop, trying to get on the bus. She told y'all to stop, but y'all keep grabbing on it. When I was coming up, if dudes done something like that, one of our little homegirls on the block or something, you'd have got trashed.
Trash.
Yeah, grab her breast, grab her butt, grab her head, anything.
Yeah.
I don't even care if you was her boyfriend. You wouldn't have did it on our block.
Right.
You would have got beat bad, like tremendously.
Yeah.
Out here now, this like disrespect is they respect.
Right.
Everything that's disrespectful,
Right.
sexy red and all them popping and all that, they respect that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like I was just at the NBA YoungBoy concert, sir. It was like nothing but females writing like a couple old dudes. Back in our day, I was just talking to my man Scrap. Shout out to Scrap. We was talking about this today, right? Like when we was coming up and we was in the streets, when we went to a show, you might see 10, 15 cuz. Us though, 16, 17 years old.
I know.
Nice
Right,
cars,
right,
jewelry,
right.
pockets full of money. We kind of had fun and had fun with the girls. Now, they down there, I seen a girl pulling up boyfriend. She paid for his ticket. They bums now, like a lot of y'all losers. Like y'all really not like putting on for y'all women. Yeah, y'all leashing all the women.
Right.
Y'all out here bluffing.
Yeah.
Y'all out here faking. Then when y'all go to prison, I'm telling you, bro, when you go to prison, it's gonna be the worst.
Yeah.
Everybody you think your friend, you not gonna get a phone call. Yeah, your girl who you think your girl, she was cheating on you before you went in. You just ain't figure it out. Now once you get in, now the
really
dude
done.
she was cheating with, like, yeah, he gone.
His
Yeah.
turn. His turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his turn.
Yo, don't call here no more.
Yeah, then you get mad, you in there because she not picking up the phone, and you in there, now you want to take it out on somebody, and you want to take it out on somebody that somebody deal with, and then you done.
Right.
Like when I was up North Branch, I used to see all these little dudes coming in there, right? Like with their mugs broke, they faking all tough and all that. I'm sitting there, I was working in the kitchen, right? And I'd be looking at Fresh Life bit. And I'd be like, what's up, man? Ain't nothing, man. I'm ready to go to the bill. Oh, yeah, boy, you better tighten up. Because when you go to bed, everybody already got their little families. Everybody got their little cliques. Everybody got their little circles. You ain't got nobody. You coming in there by yourself. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to call your baby mother. The same girl you trying to catch up with, you ain't gonna be able to catch her. Not unless you pay somebody, or not unless you built like that to get on the phone.
Yeah.
You ain't getting on no phones.
That's right.
You're not going to come in there and drag on nobody. That's dead. You're not dragging on nobody.
No.
Yeah, like when you come in there, you a whole another person. You going into a whole nother world.
Yeah.
It's like you going on somebody else's block trying to open up shop. It's dead. It ain't happening.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't care how much money it's gonna get took. You're gonna get extorted. Yeah, you're gonna get extorted.
It's crazy. I first went to North Branch.
Instagram is
It was
loving this.
amazing to me because them crackers had that jail under so much control and limited movement that it would rob you of your very life force and energy if you let it. They kept you locked in a cell so much. When I first went up there, it was only 2 buildings. They hadn't built the other side or none of that. We were still getting food from over WCI. And like, it fucked me up. They used to lock you in the shower. Like, you go in the shower and you're going in the shower alone. It was two on each side of the tip, like 8 to 2, 4, 6, 8 showers.
8 showers, yeah.
And your ass was getting locked in it.
Yeah,
You ain't no company. Like, they making sure you ain't got no whole lot of contact. The tail was so fucking wide. The tail was wider than a block in New York. You're like, God damn.
Yeah, it was.
You had to have a line that had a line that had a line. Then the door come all the way down to the fucking ground. Wasn't no getting nothing up under
Oh
the
my
door.
gosh.
So all of our means of getting food and you looking out for your homeboy, you couldn't help them if you wanted. They had designed it to rob you of the ability to even look out for your brother if he slept across the hall from you.
Ain't lying.
You would have to make what we call a kite or a line with scraps of paper that can get flat enough to get squoze under the door. And so really you wasn't getting too much from under that motherfucker.
Nothing.
But I'm gonna tell you something about that kind of oppression. I came up with something. I said, hey, but shit, we got to do something. So a dude came to me, he's like, damn, I ain't got no programs or nothing. Bing, light come on. I pulled a dude up, I think his name was Lieutenant Thomas or somebody like that who had that side of the building we was on. I said, man, y'all ain't got no programs, ain't nothing up here to offer nobody, nothing. And he was like, well, what do you suggest? I said, well, I suggest you create some programs. He said, no, they not going to do that. I said, well, I create it then. And I created a program called Slope. I drew up the blueprint, wrote the proposal, submitted that shit to the warden, and this motherfucker gave it to me. I said, God damn, I couldn't believe it. Now the catch was he wanted to sit in the room with us and hear what we are discussing.
Yeah.
So now I got to, when we get in that room, tell everybody, don't you say no dumb shit. Don't you say nothing about you had a beef with the nigga 90 years ago.
Program at rest. Yeah.
Don't you say shit. I'm in the motherfucking room, the lieutenant in the room. I got a chalkboard. Me, a few other guys, feet, Doug, all. I got everybody who I can get in that small little room at one time. We just glad to be out the cell. And I went on that motherfucking chalkboard and broke the whole Matrix movie down. The motherfucking dude looked at me. He said, man, how many more of these classes you need? I said, we need this shit all year. And that I invented the first program at North Branch. Anybody that can remember SLOPE, Safe Living Operating Prison Environment, that was the acronym for it. After I went back to Jessup, it fell because nobody was left to keep it going. But it's that type of pressure that we're talking about, that pain into purpose that gives us like, man, we got to do something under these circumstances. This shit is critical. I had watched so much of The Wire on TV because I was up there the year that The Wire was jumping. I was sick of that shit. It was not. I done so many push-ups, my fucking back started hurting. I had wrote so many letters, so many poems, so many rhymes. I was like, God damn.
Do anything.
Right. You and that motherfucker pulling up off the shelf that hang from the wall. You can turn that motherfucker into a pull-up bar. So, you know, it forced our creative juices to get to flowing. And I hate to say this. The more pressure you put on us, the more it produces our creative side. And that's why Wood said something one week that was so powerful, and a lot of motherfuckers are rubbed in the wrong way. He said, if you don't listen to us, if you don't get this shit from us, the only other place you're going to get it is from jail.
Yeah,
and I hate to say it, you don't want to listen to me.
You don't want to go
they
there.
got a place for your ass. Because They had a place for me. And I stayed in that bitch 31 years. They have a place for you, and that place is going to force you to do what you got the choice to do in my program or Wood program. So you might want to make that choice now.
Yeah, y'all better make that choice.
Yeah, you might want to make your pain your purpose in the free world instead of going through the bullshit we had to go through. And let me tell y'all something before I pass it. The North Branch was like a gladiator school because the police hated you, right? If you got into something with your cell buddy, they let y'all go at it until somebody had to be drugged out the cell. Yeah. They wasn't popping the door. They wasn't calling no code like the other jails and coming to get you.
None of that. They
was gonna let you go at it until somebody was out.
Yeah, then they gonna laugh.
Right. Then they gonna laugh about it because
to each other.
Right. So I got put out of that motherfucker in what they call it not inadvertently, but I got put out of that motherfucker vicariously through another act. The ABs got to beefing with us up there, and we had to come up with an idea of how to make weapons. Because at that time, and this is what these crackers do, and I ain't even mad at them. I'm just mad at us because we don't think like that. The fucking police who was ABs, they armed the inmates that was ABs with fucking knives.
I was up there.
Yeah, with knives. So when they got to hitting up, we fighting with soda cans and shit in a net bag. Yeah. We trying to make weapons. But they armed them with shit that was leaving gashes and us. We going to the nurses. The nurses like, what the fuck made that hole? So one of them called uptown like, oh, there's some shit going on in here. So they came in that bitch and shut that shit down. And they basically put us out the jail to stop that whole shit from going on. But what I'm saying is these are the experiences that a lot of motherfuckers have not been through. A lot of these young motherfuckers can't even stand a real fist fight, let alone get shot or some shit like that. You don't know the pain of that hot lead being in your ass. You don't know the pain of being in a motherfucking knife fight going toe to toe with that knife. You don't know that pain. You just know out here, and then it's a whole lot of shit. You walking around with slippers and shit on, shit we wouldn't dare do in our time. You got a mask on, you hanging out, and it's like the shit that the police let y'all do we couldn't do.
What?
You let us be at a gas station with 30 masks on, hoodies, and it's the summer.
Right.
Man, we used to see the police, we used to
Man,
run.
the police, if we had jury
Not
on,
today.
if we had jury on and just walked down the block by ourselves and looked like we got some money, stop and search.
Yep.
You wasn't even, what?
Ain't lying.
Shit, we had to we had to run through the projects maze, and some of them was terrified to come through that bitch because the projects, we was blazing cops back then. So they was like, all right, we gonna stop chasing your asses. We ain't going up in there. But they was really in our ass. When I look at the shit that's going on today, I'm like, damn, they setting them up for either somebody to kill them or for them to go to prison. You walk around with a damn, what's my favorite Baltimore female rapper name? Her name Gangsta Baby. Right?
Oh, light skin. She
light skin shorty. Shorty said, what the fuck you got a mask on in the summertime? And then she said, oh, you a gangster. Nigga, I heard that shit 100 times. Like, basically, you walking around, right. You walking around with a motherfucking mask on. And I'm going to end on this note because that quote just opened up a whole nother conversation. And I'm going to let y'all pick that shit apart. Our women loved and respected us in our day. The way I hear women talk to men today, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, our women wouldn't dare, but we wasn't abusing them. We just carried ourselves in a way where we made sure everything was straight. We did our dirt because we had to. But we respected our woman's mother. We respected our woman. We respected women in general. Of course, you had some niggas that was assholes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying overall, the language was respect and respect and protect that queen. Yes, sir. Now, man, I didn't seen a woman call her man so many bitches I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't hit women, but I think I would have stole the shit out of her about that. And that's a joke. But I'm saying, damn, I counted them, 16 or 15 bitches in his face. And I said, what the fuck? And so I was offended. And I was like, damn. But that's what this shit came to, and that's a whole nother topic of the fracture in the process of pain
Yes,
to
there's so many
purpose.
things.
Pain to purpose.
I
You
wanted
know,
to mention. So SLOPE is Safe Living Operations Prison Environment.
Safe living, operating prison environment.
Okay, because you just said slow. You didn't break it down. I don't think.
I did break it down.
Well, or maybe Out of Exile podcast probably said it at the same time.
Ren was in
But
my
I'm-
program.
Right. That's why he's giving the whole title. 'Cause at first you didn't say the whole title, but I want him to know that I see it. Don't gotta keep coming at my neck because people come at my neck when I don't.
Yeah, Ren was
I
in my
don't get to
program.
that
Shout out to
comment.
Ren, man. Thank you, Ren, because that validates
Yeah, shout out
my
to Ren.
truth. You know what I'm saying? Elo. Shalom, Elo.
Oh, yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
No, we just
No, on the
use
Hebrew
Oh,
tip.
oh, on the
You know
Hebrew.
how he is. We studied everything. So we
Yeah.
might come out that motherfucker and say some Egyptian
No,
shit.
we know.
You know what I mean? Hotep, Neteru, or some shit like that.
Hotep, yeah, Hotep. That was
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how we was moving. But
all facts, man.
yeah, man, all
I just
facts.
wanna
A
know
lot
I
of people
saw.
don't have that legacy either. That's another thing. Like, a lot of motherfuckers are fabricating stories and shit because they really don't have no substance to them as a person.
Yeah.
So my advice is get the fuck out the street anyway. Like, do something that will really validate you. Because you're not really validated in the streets. So do something that will validate you. Learn a trade. Learn how to teach the youth something. You know, growing up, we had people in our neighborhoods that taught karate. You could go down to fucking Palace when we lived on the Tar side and learn how to box, learn fucking karate. You could get coached by Mr. Butch on the football tip. You could go to anywhere.
All you had to
Yeah.
do was walk through the lobby.
Right. And you could get certain characteristics of manliness just from everything that was available.
Right.
Because we had a sense of us back then. Now there's no sense of us. It's like that structure has been removed, and the men who had the fight, the energy. Does it take a certain kind of like tenacity to be willing to keep doing that shit? Man, we'll talk a lot. He'd be like, man, I'd be like, man, I don't even feel like having group this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. It take a certain kind of energy to keep doing
Keep
that
giving
shit.
yourself. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you have to be like, nah, this what I signed up for. This what I'm doing.
You signed
I'm
up.
like, man, I don't want to keep buying this. This before I lost a few dollars. I don't want to keep buying these motherfuckers food and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't want them to eat,
Right.
but it's like people don't know your personal sacrifice and
Nope.
really
They
don't
don't.
give a fuck about
Really
it.
don't even care.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't.
So
They
you
don't
just gotta
care.
do you because that's your purpose.
Keep pushing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the purpose that you learn, that you serve. Damn, I'm for the people for real. This ain't an act. So when I gotta go in my own pocket and give out some gifts and shit, then that's what it is. And that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Facts. All facts.
Uh,
Go ahead and give them some substance,
all
Lord.
right, man. I got something else for y'all, man. There's something else I want to tell y'all for real. Like, I don't understand, like, how these schools, right, keep blaming the kids for being dysfunctional, uneducated, and all that when they don't even give out homework no more. I got a young daughter. She come home every day. She watching baddies, all that, and doing all this, like, all on social media stuff, like playing video. There's no more coming home when, like, I'm a street dude. But when I got home from school until I went back out in the streets, my grandmother and my mother made sure that I did homework. And sometimes, you know, I was slick. I used to make up homework. You know, easy questions and all that.
'Cause you had to get out the
Real
door.
easy,
You wasn't getting out without it.
Yeah, here go right here. Here go math. Yeah, 1 + 2. They gave that's easy. That's what they gave us today, just so I can get out. But they not even faking like that no more. I asked my daughter. I'm like, you ain't got no homework? She like, nah. And she got 8 classes. You ain't got like 1 homework assignment.
It ain't lying. It ain't
And
lying.
then you
either.
and then you wonder why like they got like low grades, like they barely like passing like, and then most of them who, cause this is what they do. Some of the smart ones they might be at like a 75 percentile, 75 percentile, but they boost them up, put them in like honor roll and all that. Yeah, you got 90. But they really 75%.
They ain't even
So
smart
then when they
enough
get
for
to
real.
college, they fail. Because they pushing them through high school too.
Yeah.
Just to get to college. And if they can get a scholarship, a lot of y'all don't know when they get them scholarships, the high schools, they get paid off the scholarships. Like you don't know about like nothing that's happening. So You thinking like, it's my daughter. She like, yeah, I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna do that. No, they already set it up and designed it for you to fail. Because a lot of these colleges, when you get there,
so far.
yeah, once you get to the college, it's all party, fun, games. I've been on the campuses.
Yeah.
You might see a selective few studying and all that. The rest of them, they still on their phones. Hey, yeah, girl, yeah, the party this weekend. Yeah, we going here, we doing that. Like, they destroyed the whole educational system.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where as though the kids, they don't have nothing but the streets. And then when they go back home to their mothers and fathers, they acting younger than them. So that's why they so confused out here. Then on top of drugs, so you got a dysfunctional father, a dysfunctional mother, a dysfunctional educational system, and then they taking drugs. But we blame them for being messed up. So I'm here to ask, like, what do you think we need to do to make sure these kids get on the right path so they can be productive out here, productive young adults and productive citizens? Like, what you think need to change to help them?
Y'all wanna know what I'm
We sure do. You see, I'm quiet for a reason. I'm quiet for a reason. Everybody on Instagram, I swear I see y'all. I'm commenting. When the time is right, I'm reading.
Listen, I would never say it's a lost cause, but something. There's an old saying that say, "Good times create weak men. Weak men create strong times. Strong times create great men. Great men create good times." So after you come through good times, something gotta come after that that's just as bad to make everything hit a reset.
For strong.
So it's like this generation, these last couple generations in our absence when we went to prison, they have become affected by our absence, and this is what it produced.
And now you got the reset.
So we gotta find a way to not stop the production of it, but give them the tools to come out of it. Right? We can't fault them for what they've been, how they got that way.
Right.
Fuck how they got that way.
Because the thing is, we're here.
That's the thing, we're here.
We're here.
So now we gotta kind of coerce them and encourage them. Yo, come on a group. Like I got a little new CDL program I teach guys, right? And through this program called Threads, it's like a personal development course, and they got a 9-month kind of system where they take these little guys, I believe, between 18 and 27, and they help them with personal development skills. They give them apprenticeship to get their CDLs. So I created my own curriculum, right? Kudos to me. I created my own CDL curriculum, wrote my own manual.
That's a big deal.
Right?
That's a big deal.
I got it approved by the FMCSA and all that.
That's a big
to
deal.
teach my own class. So I got 3 little guys, one of them 20 and the other two 24, right? Excellent little guys. I just started with them. So I got them to come to my group to give them extra hours on their program and help with them.
Add to that.
And I sent their company an email to let them know, like, yo, listen, I do this anyway. Right. So this is what it's for. This is where we come in. We gotta stop just good job, shorty. We gotta figure out how we can add on to what they're doing.
So you good at this, but I know where you some great.
Just ignoring them. Right. Like we said last week, good effort is sincere, never really rewarded. Right. But if they do wrong, we demonize them, we stone them. But then when they doing good, we got the exceptional ones that's little kings that's really doing what they supposed to do. We don't get them enough encouragement. We don't go and meet them and say, damn, I see you. I like what you're doing. Here's some information in the direction that you're going in. We only give information if we already have it. We got to know how to say, damn, I know what he missing. I know what he need. I'm going to plug him in with somebody. We got to take that initiative. We don't do that. If there's no benefit in it for us, we don't even make the connection. Right. Unless we think we can get a residual off of the connection.
Right. So it's like it's some kind of way you got to shine out.
We learn that we all connected. We all interconnected. We all one.
Yeah.
What I do for you gives me a feeling of appreciation, of gratitude.
Yes.
It gave me a power that I was able to even help your reality.
Right.
If you ask me for help, you in a situation, whoever, like I always use the analogy, you walking down the street and you see a mother and her 2 kids getting evicted, and you looking and you got some extra money or not, And you say, damn man, what's going on?
Right.
And he said, well, you say, how much it take? And he say 700. And you give that, it might be your last 700. But the feeling you get from giving that,
Saving
700
somebody
can
from
never
sleeping
amount
on
to.
the street.
And
Because you change. So the feeling really, when you think you giving, you really receiving.
Right.
Yeah.
But we tricked them to think the hold on to is the jewel blessing.
Good.
Right.
And it's not. That's the curse.
Yeah.
The blessing is the giving, because when I help you, I help me.
Right.
And
Sir.
when we learn that, that's what we gotta teach. Like we
Right.
gotta teach how to show them it's okay to say hello. Hold the fucking door, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sucker motherfucker. This is what a sucker is.
Yeah.
That nigga that won't hold a door.
You won't
Oh,
hold
dog.
the fucking
So
door.
these the
Woman,
motherfuckers I challenge.
please.
Them little
Right.
wimp motherfuckers that won't hold a door, that'll beat on a girl but won't say shit to a man.
Right.
Right.
Won't even look a man in his eye when he
At
talk
all.
to him.
Right.
But cuss his mother out.
Right.
Yeah.
These
Right.
the little fuck
That
niggas I
part.
hate. I can't stand them.
That
So
part.
on my page, when I call them niggas and these little niggas,
Right.
this who the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
These are the motherfuckers that's supposed to be fucking exterminated.
Mm.
These the motherfuckers that should have been abortions. They shouldn't even have been
We're
existing.
gonna go off.
For real, listen, this is why I say this. Because when you have irresponsible sex, it produces these kind of children.
Responsible
You
children.
go out and you trauma bond. You're going through something. You go in a club. You go in a bar. You meet somebody. They going through some shit. Y'all both meet trauma bonded. You go and have a one night stand. No protection. She get pregnant. He don't want nothing to do with the baby because he don't even really know you. He investigate something about you or you him, and you realize you don't even like this motherfucker.
Right.
So now
Yeah, for
the
the
baby
baby.
ain't even here. You downtown already.
Yeah.
Right. So the baby is experiencing this pain. All this stress that is
All
going
that
through
stress is
in the
already in
womb.
them.
You creating this monster.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about when I say they should have been abortion. They shouldn't even. You shouldn't even put that burden on them.
Right.
Because you're not even giving them the nutrients to develop like they should as a child. You ain't got no father. They already halfway out the game.
Yeah.
Then the mother can't give them the proper attention because she's too busy trying to raise them. But she
Right.
did it irresponsibly.
Yeah.
She out doing it by herself. That's another 25%. So now the other 75%, the world got to give to them. And the world, and most of the
And
time,
the world
the
ain't got
environment
nothing
to give.
is going to be 75% darkness fighting against your 20% light of a mother's love for their child.
Yeah.
So they at a disadvantage. So they shouldn't have been here. And they come and bring that anger into the world and they punish the people that got the light. They don't mean no harm, but that light that they see is darkness to them.
Right.
And what our light is what it's darkness to them, and
Right.
vice versa. So that's what leads to this kind of conundrum of mass of fucked up energy individuals
Yeah.
that's just in mass abundance now. They don't mean no harm. It's the parent fault for giving them that kind of existence and not giving them the nurturance.
Right.
One thing to
Right.
make a mistake, make a bad choice. Okay, it's the wrong dude or whoop-de-doo. We can't do nothing about
Right.
it. But you owe that child a certain amount of responsibility to
You
fix
owe it.
To
You
fix
owe
the,
it.
To fix
You
the
You
imbalance.
owe it.
You gotta fix the
owe
imbalance. If
it.
you don't, the imbalance is gonna affect you and everything else around you.
No doubt, you're responsible for what you create.
No
It's
doubt.
serious because me and Wood had a conversation, and we always building in our private time, and we was talking about relationships and the choices that women make or men make at any given moment. It's always based on what they don't have to compare it to. So you start liking a dude, or vice versa. You start liking a woman, they start liking each other, but they don't have nothing to compare that person to. And so when they get
They
exposed
think
to
this
a
thing is the
higher
right thing.
vibrational person, they like, damn, I chose this, I could have chose that.
All along.
But you thought that was the shit because you didn't have nothing to compare that
Right.
to. And so now you're like, damn, I settled for less the whole time. You just moved too quick and you didn't see enough of the world. You know what I'm saying? And now when you see enough of the world, you're like, damn, I fucked up and chose this motherfucker who really don't like me. And now I'm emotionally trapped. Because a lot of people that don't leave people, they become emotionally trapped. You know what I'm saying? We talk about emotional regulation. That shit already intertwined in their personal karma. Y'all did so much shit together. It's like a karmic connection. now.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And so now you got to understand that karma becomes real in that sense because so much of your energy tied up in them. That's why when people first break up, it's hard to get that energy off of the person.
Yeah.
They might get with another motherfucker and think they over them. They start bringing them up all the time and making references to them. You know, yo used to wear his waves like that and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they're right.
You eat that kind of cereal because he used to eat that kind of cereal.
Right.
And
so now it's like, oh shit, I'm really, really trapped. A couple of weeks ago, I put something on my Instagram, and I was talking about the same energy that is exerted in loving a person is the same energy that you exert in hating them. You're allowing something that you hate to occupy space and time in your thinking, yet you claim you hate it. If you hate it that much, won't you keep it away from you and out of your thinking? Right. What the fuck is you holding on to it for? Obviously, your hate is secret admiration or love because you're giving that shit a whole lot of your time. And so what we got to do is clear that space. Don't even jump into nothing else yet. Clear that space out. Make sure you done ran some clean water and flushed them systems and shit out and got them way out of you. You modified your hate and shit, and now you ready for something else. Sometimes we just move so fast because we think we got to replace something so soon when you have to have that space empty for a motherfucker to fit in there. Motherfucker keep trying to pour water in a full glass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already something in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And so that's what we go through. But this is why we like these kind of sessions and this kind of building, because it stimulates thinking, it stimulates energy. And I want to say something about specifically to the youth.
Please.
Like the energy that whoever you observe as a leader, whoever you admire, their energy and how they move should be enough to convince you, damn, he making the right moves because I'm watching how he lives. The lifestyle he's living looks productive. I see some results in the steps that he's taking. We'll start liking the motherfucker for all the wrong reasons. Yeah, you see how yo came through with his hat cocked to the side. Yo had the motherfucking honey gauge when we was 11. Yo been getting it way back then. Remember, yo used to
lead you straight to hell.
You know what I'm saying? And so our admiration be for a bunch of frivolous shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of something of substance. And then this is why I said, and this is going to be our new quote, an empty wagon makes a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? When the wagon is full and packed and carrying some weight, you don't hear it rattling because it has something in it worthy of carrying weight and substance. To hold it down. Yeah. And so this is what we got to be the people. But we come around motherfuckers, not us, but people come around people, an empty wagon. They just rattling off at the motherfucking mouth, and half of that shit they say don't make no sense. But they're entertaining an audience because they're vibrating on the same frequency. And this is why they can't make no new friends, because as Wood say, that kind of energy work in that circle. But in higher circles, they looking at you like, what the fuck is this motherfucker talking about?
Nothing.
Right. That don't fit in this kind of circle. So you only can vibrate with them. So you can't let them, you can't outgrow them friends. That mean you no good because y'all the same motherfucking person in different bodies. And so this is why the substance got to be put, the purification process, the pain to purpose. That pain is that motherfucking fire, that torture.
You want me to talk about my pain?
Absolutely.
I'm going to talk about my pain.
I'm going to say a few things when y'all get done, because I'm...
Go ahead before you go.
I'm feeling... You know, I get a little worked up. Real quick though, Mega Honey Dip 21 will not stop giving the shout out for you. For your program. With big shout out.
Thank you, Mega Honey Dip.
Over here.
Shout out to Mega Honey Dip.
Shout out for Mega Honey Dip that always show Wood love.
Our Exile Podcast said great job, Wood. Over on Instagram, there's a lot going on. Everything y'all saying is popping every point. And I hate to read this last comment. I'm not even going to, because Wood ain't going to get me for this shit. Y'all go ahead. You go ahead. I ain't even doing it.
Go ahead and read it. I want to hear the comment.
So it was a few comments, and people made comments about the mothers. They had mothers begot bad sons, and these bad sons begot their bad children, and then it go. But then when you were talking about relationships and things that happen, Lump 316 came in and said, "How would you know, Lakheem? You don't cheat or you don't move on." And I didn't want to because I know everything in Wood was going to look at me.
Go ahead, High. Just
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
That-
Moving right along.
Because you answered everything with
Point
the energy
taken.
that you
Yeah,
don't
point
put the
taken.
energy anywhere.
Yeah, point taken.
But I
Yeah.
say, okay, you know what? Nobody's going to stop me from not reading. I'm going to read.
All right, the point taken.
Just remember you said it.
I'm ready to talk about the pain. Here go the pain right here. For anybody, like, especially if you got kids or kids watching, whatever, this the pain. Sitting in a cold cell, right? Your water turned off. Your mattress on the floor. Your windows bust out. You're in the mountains. You no longer in Baltimore, wherever city y'all in. You all the way out in the mountains. And all you doing is like you're probably trying to get something back. Mind you in the cell by yourself. Hold up. You on your drawers. No clothes. It's freezing.
Jesus.
And you go and bang on that door and ask for your stuff, right? You know what's gonna happen? You might get beat up. You might get maced. You might get both of them, maced and beat up, right? They might open up your slot, act like they giving you some food 'cause they got cameras and all that. You're gonna get an empty bag blown up. And when you try to call home to your mother to cry about, yeah, they not feeding us, you ain't gonna get through. You be lucky if you get a phone call. Yeah, and when you write all the letters out, your letters ain't going nowhere. You wonder why you blaming your people, trying to get on the phone. Y'all ain't writing me back. They play with your mail. And if you do, like, that same cell you in, freezing, when you think you're going to get comfortable and get some sleep, they might open it up, dump water on you, put a water hose on you in there, and then shut it back. Now you laying in there. You laying in there, freezing, cold.
No clothes, water.
No clothes, sick, hungry,
Jeez.
all that. No books, nothing to read, no TV, no radio, no MP3 player, none of that stuff. No noodles to try heat up in the sink to warm up to eat it, to get yourself right. You ain't gonna have nothing. If you want no pain, prison is all the pain you need to know about.
Jeez.
Prison ain't nothing but hell on earth. It's hell on earth. It's a deep abyss of darkness. There's nothing light about prison. So if we got a homeboy, a cousin, a friend, or somebody like, yeah, man, it's we turning up in there. It ain't no turning up. They in there smoking roach spray. Yeah, they in there like trying to pop every medical. Like you look at the medical lines, they be like 100 people in medical lines. Yeah, the same slick dudes you saying out here, we posted money, all that. Yeah, they in there medication lines, begging for a pill just to go to sleep. And when they wake up in the morning, they might be scared like to go to eat because somebody out to get them because you done did something wrong when you was out here. Now somebody, cousin, uncle, brother, they lurking on them. What you think gonna happen? More pain, you know what I mean? Like deaths and murders I seen in prison, bro. Like I seen so much death in prison. Like I'm talking about, they don't televise this stuff. Like every day up in WCI, Cumberland and all that, every week, I ain't gonna say every day, every week is an assault or a body driving. Yeah, black bag zip-ups. You're gonna be in a black zip-up because you probably spit in the sink with the wrong dude or went to sit on the toilet and the toilet flush every 5 minutes. So you can't get comfortable on the toilet no more and like, yeah, get all comfortable. No, if you got to defecate, you better get it out in 5 minutes. And you might have a cell buddy or something that smell that. That's a problem. That's an issue. Now you want to know about the pain? You about 135 pounds. Now you in there with big Lakheem. When you in there with Wood, work out all day, eat vegetables, eat real good and all that. And now he look at what you doing is disrespect. So you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get broke up. That's the pain, getting broke up. You can't fight. Yeah, look at yourself. You probably look at yourself. You can't fight. You know you can't fight. I'm saying videos of little kids beating their grandmothers up. I know you
I
can't
just saw
fight.
that
We ain't
yesterday,
never
too.
do that.
Yeah, right.
We ain't never do that. Hit on old
never
women
do
and
that.
all that. You can't fight, right? You don't even know how to sharpen up no metal. You don't know how to do nothing. The pain gonna be prison, and you gonna suffer in it if you keep doing and acting the way you acting. And you might be looking at me like, yeah, he just talking shit. Look, man, I done 2 bits. I done 22 and a half years, and before that, I done 7.5 years. I've been at every facility in Maryland. Some of them 2-3 times they kept putting me up. You know why? Because I was extremely violent. Extremely violent. I almost caught a murder charge before I came home. That's the pain. You don't even know if you gonna make it out.
That's right.
So some of y'all thinking, yeah, I just do this, I get 10 years. My uncle did it. You might not make it back home.
I'm telling you,
You
now.
might turn to a drug addict. They still got COVID in there. They still got COVID in there. So you might go in there, you might be sleeping in a gym, a gymnasium. Where you see dudes with masks, you like, what's going on in here? That's the pain, prison, bro. Ain't none of y'all trying to go there. And to y'all little females who think y'all can handle it, it's even worse for y'all. Because a lot of dudes, we still might have a couple good homeboys who might look out for us. Y'all ain't got nobody. Your boyfriend, your baby father, he ain't gonna send you nothing. Yeah, you gonna be in there sick. And you might be straight, but you gonna come out a whole nother way. I'm trying to tell you, that's the pain. The pain is prison. Protect yourself. Like, man, I'm talking about get right with God, whatever you call God, whatever type of spiritual God you got, get right with him, right? Take care of yourself, guard your energy, and just treat people nice, man. Because you gotta watch how you treat people. The way you treat somebody right now, you might be getting treated more worse. Not today, not tomorrow, but maybe next year. But it's gonna come back. It's karma come back quick now.
Yeah, it come back quick.
Wonder why the day is going so fast now. You like, damn, it's 12 o'clock. Damn, how it's 4 o'clock now? It's happening real fast now.
Better believe it.
See, we had a little time to catch up. We got out. And we got blessed because like we stayed on a straight path. Because if anybody know about pain, all you gotta do is add up the years. How many years?
31 years and 3 months.
31, 23.
23, yo.
That's down there 100 years. Right here sitting
Right
in
here.
front of y'all.
Right
telling
here.
y'all, you're not trying to go. So you better do what your parents say. Listen to your parents. Straighten up. Wash them dishes. Yeah, straighten up your room. Yeah, take them funky shoes, line them up in the corner. Respect your mother. Respect your father. And y'all need to start studying. Y'all need to do y'all homework. Y'all need to start going to the library, read books. Y'all need to start like really getting in tune with yourself and know what good energy is. You're gonna know good energy when
That
you're
part.
around it.
Yeah.
Right now I'm sitting there, I feel good. I just met her, I've been knew them, but my energy like blessed.
That's
It
right.
feel like I'm floating in this chair.
That's right.
And you gotta
Awesome.
protect your energy,
Makes
man.
you feel that way.
For real. Or you really gonna see the pain. That's the pain.
No.
Prison.
No doubt, no doubt. Well put. Well put. Man, and then listen, I'm gonna just give a real. I know we out of time, right?
But we passed the time, but I know we know the producer, so we fine. Go ahead.
All right. I was gonna tell my little quick story real quick. And it's like this when I was in the cut, right? And if you're not you either go out to be a smart dude, a thorough dude, or both. But you can't be no coward, and you can't be no dummy. They two things you can't be. I wasn't a big dude, but I was a smart dude, and I was a dangerous dude. Right?
That part.
So I was made sure I was smart enough where I ain't have to be dangerous. Right? Because that only gonna affect me.
Right.
So I had to think 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
And I had a good name in the street, so I still had dudes that looked out for me
So
while I
you
was
was
in
good
the
on
joint
good,
the whole
on
time.
good. Mhm.
So instead of me being selfish and greedy, and when I made my little moves, instead of me trying to be king of New York,
Yeah.
I used it to make sure my cushion and where my environment was protected.
Smart, yeah.
And it wasn't stacked in a bunch of noodles and Debbie's and shit.
Right.
My shit, when I got my shit, I would make sure I find a dude that make the knives. And I just dealt with him and bought all the knives from him. That way the jail ain't got them to use them on me.
There you go.
I ain't buying them to use them on people. I buy them to get them out of their hand.
That was
Right?
smart.
So
was
this is the
smart.
type of shit I was
Smart.
doing, and this is the way I was thinking. So when I speak about chess in the hood and how to use chess principle for everyday street reality, that's what I did. So when people say, damn, how did you do 23 years? This is how I did it. I had to play chess. When I would see that it was tension in the jail, because it wasn't enough narcotics in the jail for them to ease their pain, because everybody had life, and that was their only escape and their only reality to have a good time. You know, I didn't use drugs, but I had made my own little move.
Yeah.
So I would get shit just so they can be good. Not to really make no money, because they ain't really have shit. You know what I mean? But they might can draw. So I might say, man, do a portrait of me and my mom, man. Take this picture and draw a portrait for me. Just so he can have a way to earn his own blast.
Right.
And I gave him what gave him freedom.
Right.
Who am I to tell him he wrong for what he doing to give him freedom?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it, because you can still go
You
down
got
to
a lot of blessed tokens in there.
and you can and then you can go down to the dispensary and they can give you more things. So what make them better equipped giving you an opioid than me?
Than me. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's things like that, how you create good karma.
How you create
it's like
your
if you're
good
gonna
karma.
do bad or you're gonna do something that's considered dark,
Yeah.
at least fix it. You know, like if
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, at least
balance.
I need to balance it out.
balance it out.
Balance
You know what I'm
it
saying?
out.
Right.
So it's like if you ain't that savvy, you know what I mean, to be able to do that, man, it's like you're gonna really get ate alive by the wolves. And I was always playing chess. With everything, every move I made, you know what I mean? From every
Blood always kept it burning.
and
always.
and all unconsciously, you know what I mean? If I fuck with you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I caught some niggas on the back steps, man. I remember I caught a dude on the back steps, and it was 4 East Baltimore dudes ready to get with him back there. And since he slept in my dorm, I felt like I couldn't leave him right there.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause you
going
know what's
to the
gonna happen
dorm.
to him.
These niggas in the dorm over us.
Right.
And they had a beef on the basketball court, and they was waiting for him in the back steps. And niggas know
give
how
it
the
to
back steps is in the
Oh,
cut.
I think I
You know what I mean?
remember
H
that
and
thing,
I
man.
dorm. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they was
Hell
waiting
Did they
on
get
him.
him?
No, because I ain't let him get him.
Wow.
I ain't going to do him. I went up the stairs. I said, "What's up, yo? What's up, little Brandon?" It was little Brandon,
Oh,
little
Lil
Dub.
Brian, yeah,
That's
Lil
what's
Dub,
up.
my
Up the
man.
village.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Lil Dub,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, Lord
Right,
Dub,
right.
man, that was my man, yo. You know, I
Yeah,
like him.
that's
We was on
my
the
man,
basketball
Yeah.
team. We was in the same dorm. He wasn't my homeboy, but he was cool people
Yeah.
in the dorm. So I'm going in the dorm. It's 4 niggas, but I know something up, so I don't go in. I'm just standing up there bullshitting.
Right.
They spoke to me. I'm like, "Hey, what's up, yo?" You know, I'm waiting. So I see yo. And when he coming through the thing, he waiting. I'm saying, "What's up? Come on, yo." I said, "You coming up?" Because they ain't want to go through him.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, "Come on, yo." I said, "Come
Yeah.
on, yo." Nah, I ain't going for that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
like little old me.
Yeah.
That don't mean I can beat them niggas. They had shit. I ain't had my shit with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the heart that
It's
I
the
had
heart.
in the moment when it's
Yeah,
needed.
yeah.
And this is the shit that separate real people from fake niggas.
That
Right.
part
Just
right
because
there.
you stab a nigga up don't make you real. Nigga,
That's
you probably
right.
scared as a
Right.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it
That's
don't.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And just
Yeah.
because you don't stab a
Yeah.
nigga don't mean you soft.
Don't
Right.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You
Yeah.
get it mixed up. You
Yeah.
don't get it fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
no, I let yo, come on, yo, nah. They're like, come on, boy, you ain't got nothing to do with it. I said, nah, yo, that could be me. Fuck that.
Right.
Come on, you
Right.
do it,
You
you
was-
gotta do it to me, yo.
Exactly.
And they ain't want it with me because I got a different kind of connection.
Yeah, you got a different kind of
We
group of
ain't got
people.
no
Yeah,
crew
right.
for real. And I know that.
So we don't
but I
want
know
no
that
rest,
can
we gonna
very
let
well
it
easily
slide.
be me.
Yeah.
Somewhere vulnerable
Yeah.
by myself. I would hope
Right.
somebody would step in
Yup.
and say, no, I ain't letting that happen. So
You know the
that's-
great
you know
karma
what I
you
mean?
created for yourself just by
Yeah,
doing that one
Blood
thing.
always been like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And Lakheem always
Man,
been
he'll
like
tell you,
that.
there's stories I done stepped in between
man,
dudes.
Yeah.
I'm ready to tell you, like him said, right? We was in the dorm, right? And I was deranged back then. I wasn't number 25 years old. I had 102
Knock out all
years.
this nigga. Knock
Yeah,
everything
you know what
out.
I mean?
Young,
Yeah, so
strong
matter
motherfucker.
of fact, when I first moved up in the dorm, they had this old dude named Mike, right? So when I came up in there, this is just how you move.
Blah.
I'm like, yeah, who running shit for real?
Over there.
Because he keep moving back.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like when I first moved up in the dorm, I was coming off locked up, so I was like who running shit? It was this old dude named Mike, right? Yeah, fuck you, Mike, if you realize you use a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo had everything, he wasn't looking out. So I howled at my man, I'm like, yeah, they was like, yeah, the old head Mike. I was like, Boom, long story short, got him out of there. You don't remember that old head Mike?
remember.
He had the old head, I think his name was High Top or something. He was sitting over there, right?
Used to cut
Took all
hair.
that shit. Then I went to the back of the dorm, started giving all that shit away like Wood said. Yeah, man, yo was playing hardball, y'all take this shit. Then, like, I sat back and I seen it, and it just looked like the car, like New Jack City. I was like, I can do anything I want up here for real. It's wide open. I never been in wide open like it's like putting a line like in a wide open space like just a feast. Man, and the only like conscious one, it was a couple of them. It was Lakheem, right? And he had the 7. He had all the conscious stuff all around his bunk out, all the books and all that, right? So I was so busy doing all the wrong stuff. When I used to wake up in the morning, I used to walk by his bunk out, and it was just like all positive energy. And he just used to come over here, and he always, the same stuff he talking about now, he been talking about. This ain't no ploy, this ain't like he out here trying like finesse or nothing like, they been doing this, him and Wood. Man, Wood was in the new jail when I was transitioning on my way out. He was doing the same thing, working in the school, doing all the same positive stuff, right? I was doing all the negative stuff. So if somebody like me can change,
Right.
anybody can change.
Anybody can
Cause I was the worst. I was the worst of the worst. Like he used to tell me, like, come, wake him up. It's like 3 in the morning. Somebody getting stabbed 3 in the morning. Blood everywhere. He jump up, God damn, man. This shit gonna be every night. This, that, and third. I'm like, yeah, we shooting dice, dude, smoking, just jumping up.
I forgot what happened. I went back that motherfucker one night. I said, look, I'm gonna get some motherfuckers sick. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. But Larry Howard was like, all right, dog.
Yeah, tell him fall back.
Let me put this shit tonight.
And you know, like him did, he's like, man, fuck, I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I think they right before that shit happened with Poe and them, they put me on admin.
Oh, that's where you went. I know you left.
I went on admin, and then from admin, Wood had me pulled up at I-Dome.
Okay.
That's how I got out of C-Dome.
Yeah, because Wood always laid back somewhere chilling.
Yeah, from when I came off, matter of fact, I wanted to come back and see Dome, but they act like they didn't want me in the Dome. But when that right at the gist of that DC Baltimore shit, I forgot. I went down fucking with the nation. I went down there and made a little speech, and they panicked. And they came and put my ass on admin. One of them old niggas in the nation, but I'm trying to take the nation of Islam over and all this shit. Right? Yeah. So they bagged me. And that's when all y'all come down on admin. I'm like, what the fuck happened up there? And y'all was like, and the first thing they said,
sent me out there, Joe.
They was like, live, you was in that motherfucking dome, that would not have happened.
It wouldn't have happened.
That would not, because when it was get ready to happen one night, somebody came and got me. They're like, man, them niggas at the card table talking about. I got up. I said, check this out. We ain't doing that shit. I said, you listen. We ain't having that shit. I'm going back this bitch and go to sleep. And the first one of you motherfuckers to do anything, you're gonna have to answer to me. Only motherfucker gave me some problems with him. Okay, lie. I'm gonna go ahead and get this nigga.
You already
Just
know.
don't be mad at me. I say, motherfucker, I'm gonna be mad at you.
He be walking around all that conscious brother shit, but
You know,
in New York, he got razors all in his mouth.
Ready at any moment.
Yeah, all that peaceful talk. He probably got razors in his mouth now. Like, dang, he be sitting around doing all that. Might be right
So
there.
he probably got one in there
Yeah, he
now.
might got one in there now. Like, that's how he is. Like,
Man, this man crazy as a
this what I'm trying to tell you.
But
like,
we had a close knit family structure in that. And one thing I can say is like the real men rarely clashed. And at the height of when we always was getting ready to, something always would happen. Be like, no, like yo, look, check this out. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna listen. Bop bop bop. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of times, a lot of people are so afraid to like ask a dude for peace. And if you notice, like Wood was saying, you gotta follow how people will follow what they think they should do. No, yo, get that nigga.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yo, get that nigga. Rob that nigga, take his shit. There was one dude got robbed. I felt like the dude deserved to get robbed. But I felt like, no, don't hit him. I felt like he was doing sucker shit and bringing the police in the dorm, making everybody have to put their shit
Stupid shit.
One of them kind of
Stupid shit.
niggas. So I was like, you know what, go ahead and get his ass, but don't hit him. And if you hit him, he gonna come in this bitch and he gonna tell on you niggas.
Point you motherfuckers right out.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew that was gonna get a nigga another charge.
Yeah.
And it been situations where you have to make the better call because you have fucked up dudes that jeopardize everything that everybody got going. Them kind of niggas that sucker shit.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it then. He can't get no money. He gonna do some shit that make him come in the door. Like, you gotta, yeah. You like, oh no, we gotta get him the fuck away.
I know exactly what you mean.
And so it's like, all right, yo, look, we gonna get rid of this motherfucker, but this what we doing. And you know, motherfucker can come back home, they got 10 years for hitting this coward motherfucker. You know what I mean? So, but
Prison politics.
Yeah, you definitely.
Y'all better Hollywood, MAGA.
MAGA movement. What?
Yeah, MAGA
movement.
movement.
Mad as a motherfucker. Man, I love America. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know nothing else. Everybody like they hate America. I love America.
I don't know. I don't know.
My feet on their neck than they have theirs on ours.
Right.
We always talk about how corrupt America is. They keep doing this. We supposed to. Because if we don't do it, they're going to do it to us.
Yeah.
I'd rather be the one on the top doing it to them.
So let me go ahead and do it first.
Let's get it. MAGA.
I seen a Spanish dude in Washington, D.C. getting off work the other day, right? He was in his F-150 driving. He pulled over, got out. They stood around him, right? This man was just getting off work. His wife and his kids at home, right? Get down. They snatched him.
They grabbed him.
What?
Grabbed him.
Yeah. All that, like you want to be from all these other countries and all that. He was begging to stay here.
Yeah,
please. No, my family. Hey, America ain't that bad.
Yeah, motherfucker ain't
It
left
ain't
yet.
that bad.
Motherfucker ain't left yet. I don't
It's
know
only
nobody
bad
left
when you
yet.
get caught
Nobody
doing
ain't
fuck
left
shit.
yet.
Hey, that's when you mad. When you doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. As long as you doing what you supposed to be doing, America ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Get a job, get 2 jobs, do positive things, and you ain't got to worry about
There's too many
America.
opportunities now out here, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's no excuse no more.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no
You
excuse.
can be a fucking YouTube content creator and make
Yeah.
money. Like,
And make-
these teenagers is millionaires. So it's like,
Yeah.
that oppression
You can
game,
do
that shit
almost
played out.
anything. Yeah,
I just
played
hate
out.
that we keep excelling for that because it's like,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
to denounce our
Yeah.
own superiority
Yeah.
as a people.
Right.
They keep acting like they got that much control to stop us from doing something.
It's crazy.
They can't stop
It's
us from doing
crazy.
something. So
Stop
why
you
we
from getting what's
why
meant
we
for
take
you
the
anyway.
victim card? We
I don't
always
know.
worth. We take the
Right.
victim card.
That's why I'm
no
telling you,
worth.
like everything I see you post, you post, and I'm like, oh, what? I'm putting some new shit. I mean, yo, I be excited. Let me hear this shit. Let me share. I share it
And then
before I
there be
watch
so
the whole
many- That's the
thing.
crazy part about it. Be so many people that really like that shit, but they scared to let people know they like it.
Right.
So-
Exactly.
Really love.
Because there's people I see, I be seeing people out in public, they be like, well, I be seeing people, and I didn't even know to see it. So it's like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Yo, like, you scared to change your mind?
You scared to actually like
Use
hit
your
a
own
like.
mind. They don't even want
You don't want nobody
they
to
don't
know
want
that
nobody
you
to
even
know that you support that shit, but you always looking to check to see it. As soon as I do it, you right there.
Right.
So I'm just like, come
They ain't
on,
giving
man.
you no huts and nothing.
None of that.
No,
No, I
nothing.
only want
That's
you to
why
know
I
after
always
they seen
repost it and then
but
I
they
go
watch
to the
that
algorithm.
motherfucker. Watch
Yeah.
time, the whole
Yeah.
show, you know. That's why when I go in, I be passionate like that because I be talking to them invisible ghosts.
Yeah, yeah.
I let them ghosts because they the cowards.
Yeah.
They the ones back
Yeah.
in slavery time. They would have been telling on the slave master. They trying to run.
No.
They got a different thought. They ain't,
Already
they
telling
ain't
you,
going with the
goddamn.
they ain't going with the program.
Right.
Y'all better listen. No, y'all better stay right. And I'm saying, nah, we going over here, see what's over there.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Right.
Yeah, nah, man, that's what we about. We about bucking
Because I
back,
share it,
Right.
and it'd be like 3 likes. But you know, I know how to go and check all the algorithms, check everything. Somebody, 5,000 people don't watch it. They'll be
Right,
like,
right.
he let his shit would be
Yeah,
safe.
they like, they just
They-
ain't got enough
They ain't got
balls.
enough balls
Yeah,
like me to
that's
share
it.
it, so they're gonna wait till I share it, and then they're gonna watch
attached
it.
to all these systems.
Yeah.
They're attached to either their religion,
Yeah.
there's whatever they're attached
Politics.
to. Yeah, they group think. That's why
Yeah.
I say I don't deal with group think.
Right.
That collective thought. We all individuals. How the fuck
No
we gonna come to the
individuality.
same
They
conclusion?
That part.
individuality.
And then when you ask them, it's like, okay, well, who do you think is a better leader in a time like now, with the state of affairs in the world? Who can you pick that you would rather have in there is fucking crickets? It's crickets. They don't. Somebody got to be in there.
Yeah.
Why not
Yeah.
the Don? Why not the nigga that's going against what the establishment is? we sit there and watch how they went against Slim. That made me feel like how America did black people. The way they did him, they went at his throat. They try to frame him with Russia, with everything. Flake gate, all kinds of shit. They try to kill him.
Yeah.
Everything like, yo, when yo gone, they gonna be admiring the fuck out.
Do you know what's
All
gonna happen when he
people was
gone?
hated when they was alive. All the great leaders, all the ones that stood for something.
Yeah.
And it's like we as a people been taught to admire the cowards. That's why they taught us about Martin Luther King and not Malcolm X in school. Because Malcolm X was saying, yo, we ain't going for this shit. We standing down, holding shit down.
Right.
While Martin was saying, yo, let's go ahead. They letting us in now. Man, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know, I would never respect yo.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
no. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care what the people say. Don't say that about Martin. Why the fuck not?
Why
That's
not?
the problem, because we keep covering up.
That
We
talented
keep
stupid
covering
shit.
that bullshit.
Yes.
That
Stupid
whole
shit.
show expose it.
Yeah.
So we can make room for the real shit.
Yes.
You keep the bullshit right there, there will never be room for the real shit.
Yup.
Because you're going to be lying to the kids. Oh no, he tell them both sides. Yeah, he had some great points.
Yeah.
He was misled to a point, and he
Yeah.
came out and said it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I give him that much credit.
Right.
He said, I'm afraid I let my people into a burning building.
Right.
With the integration thing.
Yeah.
He didn't know it. He didn't want to lead the movement. So I give him his credit for that. Because
Right.
he didn't ask to do that. He just tried to help his people. But he just was misled. So it's like, okay, coming to that, make sure we don't hide the bad either, though.
Right.
Don't just try to act like we got.
He was all great and awesome.
And Malcolm
Yeah.
was the loyal one. He the one ain't cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
He was the stand up individual.
Right.
But
Right.
they don't teach us them principles.
Right.
Because they don't want us to adopt them characteristics.
They don't want you to
Right.
adapt
They
that
want us to
part.
adopt
Right.
and turn the other cheek so that we can keep accepting
Kick your
the
ass,
ass whipping.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Your
Like, I'd
father
be able to
one, give
kick
him a
your ass.
holiday.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
fuck him. Put Malcolm up there.
Yeah.
Give him a holiday.
Right.
He had the righteous values.
Right.
We don't even admire the values. We just go on who they said we should listen to.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's group thing. I ain't with that. Salute.
Yup.
Knowledge.
That part.
Facts.
I'm telling you,
Hold up, I
Instagram
can
is
talk
going
about my
crazy.
book.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
You know what
yeah,
please,
man.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, man, Larry, how a book ready come out, man. I'm just trying to make sure I don't get burnt for real. Cause yeah, man, like my man told me like to publish it myself and all that, but I got my book ready to come out. Like it's really all truth about Baltimore City. I just switched everything up, but when the guy said like everybody who read it in prison, they know like it's an A1 book. You know what I mean? And it's gonna help like a lot of youth and a lot of you women out there too, because I just want to salute the real women out there who really holding it down, taking care of all them kids by yourself. I don't
Thank
care
you.
if it's 1, 2, or 3 kids, doing it by yourself, like dealing with everything and still trying to support that no good ass nigga that's lying right beside you, eating all your food up.
Won't do
He
shit.
ain't bringing nothing in the house.
Right.
He asking you to buy his stuff for him, buy his weed. Can you get him a shirt and all that? Like, I support y'all. Like, salute to all the women. But listen, the book coming out, Larry High. It's called Black Magic. But I might switch the name. But it's Black Magic, man. It's a
For that.
Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore tale, man. Like, y'all, like,
Come in and give us
yeah,
an interview.
stay
You got-
tuned for that. Like, soon as I like get it up, when I get the hard or soft covers, I'm gonna come back.
However, yeah, let us come post it.
Yeah, I
Bring it in
appreciate
here.
the platform. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, sis.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
my man Lakheem.
No
My
doubt.
man Will.
You
Give a
already
salute to
know.
the guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
To all the men out there. I'll be back again. It's just the first time.
Yeah.
We was on Sir's time tonight. I'll be back.
Yeah.
That's right.
My man, Larry High, man. That's history in the making right here, man. Like,
Freedom over
you
bullshit.
better believe it. Freedom over bullshit, man. So Larry High, 7-7 corner, man. I come up there
I
with
don't know what it is.
my little chain
West
on.
Baltimore, man.
You know
Don't
what I
stop.
mean? Come back on the weekend from New York showing them little moves. They like, man, this nigga come down here with this dumb ass shit.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to 7-7 corner and all the guys from around there back
Yeah,
in
man,
that era,
Alabama,
man.
Fremont, man, Murphy
You know what I
Arms,
mean?
LT.
That's
LT,
right.
man.
The
Yeah, man.
Uncommon Dialogue 161 Rec.
No
Gonna
doubt.
be Tuesday.
Bring
We
them
got
on.
action Tuesday. 6:30 to 8:30.
No
Uncommon
doubt.
Dialogue. Come get that work. You know you gonna get that business fucking with me.
Come get
Bring
that
somebody
work.
if you want. Be there.
Don't come with me. Don't come with me though.
Peace saying, man.
I'll be
Holla
under
at
the
my
gun.
man EB, man. All the good men at the peace thing.
No doubt.
We are us. Everybody doing positive
Better
things. in
believe
the
it. Shout out to
community, man.
brother Delmont, brother Captain
Yeah,
Andrew.
shout out my
to
man Delmont
brother
Player,
Anthony Muhammad, my main
Anthony
man.
Muhammad.
5400 Preakness Way, man. This Wednesday, y'all know what it is. Healing, elevating, analyzing, and learning. That's the program I got for the community. We got a free coat giveaway, free groceries we giving away. You know what I'm saying? This Wednesday on the 15th from 5:30 to 7:30. Be there, man.
Yeah,
Come get
be
you
there.
a coat.
Yeah.
White
So
people
cool.
ain't the only people that should know how to get shit free without having to spend their money. Better put
Right.
your pride to the side. Come get one of them free coats for adults and for the children, man.
That's right.
Shit, I need
And
me
get
one.
some of them
With
free
the Under Armour,
groceries.
with the Under Armour, Nike or
I don't
something.
know what they gonna be, but they free and they
Bro,
gonna
Post it earlier. I'm gonna post them
Special.
again a couple more times till Wednesday. So if you didn't catch it,
better believe
Miss
it.
Via have it posted for y'all. All right, y'all.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace.
Don't move.